Welcome in, Coach Kevin Carroll, men's basketball coach here at Trevecca, joins us, and we got the purple down, don't we?
I'm telling you what, it's a good look on you.
Good friend, good friend of mine from Lee sent me a note saying, "Man, y'all look professional in your post game stuff," and I didn't have a heart to tell him that it was all fake.
We do a really good job with the smoke and mirrors around here,
Yes,
huh?
yeah. If they only knew what was right next to us. So, anyway, so what we have today is Shorter University, the Hawks out of Rome, Georgia. We basically replaced them in the Gulf South. Is what's happened. We used to be in a conference with Shorter, and then we've played them a lot in non-conference. So they're a team that we're somewhat familiar with. Get us familiar with this year's Shorter team.
Yeah, last year we had a great game down there. Honestly, kind of pulled one out from under the rug, probably. Made a last-second shot, kind of M1 played that sent us to overtime, then won the game in the overtime down there. So this year, both teams have a lot of new players. They have a completely new team, very similar in their style and in the makeup of their team in the sense that they're very long, very athletic, very aggressive, especially on the defensive end. They have a lot of guys that can make plays all over the floor. They're well coached, they do a good job. So it'll be a challenge as it was last year, and we're hoping that that we can come out and execute on both ends of the floor and play well.
On the other side of that, it's Trevecca. What does Trevecca look like? And you guys got a really nice win over Welch, but a lot of guys got to play. A lot of people got to score. What did you see from having some people get some minutes that haven't gotten those? What did you see from those minutes in them?
Yeah, very impressed, by a lot of the younger guys, and that's, that first weekend when you're playing, really impactful, very meaningful games because very good teams. Your bench is maybe a little bit shorter, and the other night it was great because we got a chance to see some guys in some game action and game minutes, and I was very impressed. Mason Brown kind of sticks out in my mind right now, along with a lot of other guys. Isaiah Divins sticks out. I thought both those guys. We're seeing what we see in practice, which is good, but it's also good to be able to get them out there and in front of the lights and see how they can compete because we're going to need some depth. There's going to be times in the year where guys are going to get injured or banged up or just someone's not playing as well, and we just need, some guys to be able to step in, and those games are good because you can figure out who you can count on.
Mason can shoot, but he also probably is the top performer on the team in fan base.
I tell you what, he does have this sort of cult following that I wasn't really aware of before we played in our first couple of games.
It kind of reminds me of Matthew Elliott, Mark's son, who played here. First game, I swear you, there was 100 people here just for him, and they were cheering. If he stood up off the bench, they were cheering. So it was great, and you need that, right? You need those, and that's why you recruit local too sometimes.
Right.
So
Right.
Anyway, so let's just talk about the team and the progress here because you're in a new conference. It's coming very fast because you're going to play more conference games. It's coming sooner. You've only got a couple more games to get ready. Got the Education Day on Tuesday, which you want to remind people that's an 11 a.m. start. And then you play Cumberland University
Saturday.
A week from today. So then I don't know if you know about that, but that's a huge rivalry for all of anybody who's been here 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But talk a little bit about what you want to get out of today, Tuesday, and next Saturday before you get into conference.
Yeah, well, today it'll be a good primer for conference play because we're going to play a team that plays a very similar style to a lot of the teams in this league. This is my 25th year of coaching. I've coached all over the country, West, Midwest, East, Southeast, whatever. And every pocket of the country has a different style, that a majority of the teams play. And, like in this league, there's just a lot more aggressive, a lot more athletic, a lot more they play ball screens a certain way, and it's just there's things that we've already seen and we'll see in the first couple of weeks that we only saw maybe once or twice all last year, So it's just learning how to adjust and adapt to all that, and that's really kind of what you're looking for is just to kind of see, okay, hey, here's what we're facing that's a little bit different. How can we adjust? Who's good at adjusting at it on the fly? And then you go back the next day and clean things up and get better.
Well, for you, you've seen this, so this isn't necessarily new to you, but some of your guys, it may be new, right? So you've had to try to coach them up, prepare them for the conference. So this game's a good one for that. He's Coach Kevin Carroll. I'm Greg Ruff. We've got Trevecca basketball coming up on Flow College in just a couple of minutes.